As you start looking into Azure, one of the things you should probably do is get a good understanding of what it means when somebody says the cloud. So we're going to take a look at the cloud in general and also an idea of what that means in terms of Azure services. So what exactly is the cloud? When people start talking about the cloud, a lot of people have different ideas of what that might mean. When you start thinking about the cloud, there is in fact a National Institute of Standards and Technology's definition of what a cloud is. And the first point of that is that it's an on-demand self-service. On-demand self-service means people aren't going to have to go out there and make a requisition for a resource and then wait for somebody else to obtain or build it for them. They can just go out there, create the resource, and start using it. Beyond that, you're going to have the ability to have what is considered to be resource pooling, right? So in other words, not necessarily one organization using all of a resource, but being able to take advantage of the fact that we can have very large-scale systems being consumed by many individuals. Add to that the ability to have that broad network access. Now, broad network access could mean one of two things. Either easily accessible over the internet, or it could simply be that you have a private cloud for your organization and it's easily accessible over your LAN. Beyond that, elasticity, and that's probably one of the huge benefits that the cloud offers most people. When you think about your organization, what would you have to do to make sure that a given application was going to be able to meet the capacity demand? You would have to build out to what you believe your maximum capacity is. The cloud gives us that elasticity, so we can scale out when we need to. Say, for example, you're a regional or a seasonal business and you're an online retailer. Maybe between November and December, you have a lot of activity. You would have to build your data center to actually meet that level of demand, and then it would sit idle for a large portion of the year, say from January up into November. With the cloud, I can expand out when I need to, and then reduce it in terms of what I'm using when I don't, when we have that slow period of our time without having to have that capital investment. And then on top of that, we add in a measured service. A measured service is just a nice way of saying we can track your CPU utilization, your memory utilization. We can go out there and track your network utilization, the amount of storage you use, the type of transactions you actually push through the cloud environment. And obviously, typically that's used for a bill-back service. So those 5 points will actually give you the National Institute of Standards and Technology's definition of what a cloud service actually is.